君はね、確かにあの時私のそばにいた。いつだって、いつだって、いつだってすぐ横で笑っていた。なくしても
Persona 3 was the start of something special for the series. While previous Persona titles had a small niche following, the franchise didn't really blossom into the successful, critically acclaimed series until Persona 3 released on PlayStation 2 in August 2007 in the US. Fast forward 10 years and the game has gotten 2 special re-releases since its initial launch. Persona 3 FES, also known as P3 FES or P3F for short, it's an improved version of Persona 3 for the PS2. The game included around 30 hours of additional gameplay over the original Persona 3. Most of the extra content comes in the form of an epilogue called The Answer, which is also known as Episode Aegis in the Japanese version of the game. Persona 3 FES also released as a downloadable game on the PS3's online PlayStation Store in 2012, but only in North America and Europe. Keep in mind, it was a release of the PS2 Classic port, not a remaster or remake. So no trophies, unfortunately. Persona 3 Portable came next, yet another version of Persona 3 that released in July 2010 on the PSP. Persona 3 Portable, also known as P3P, can be played on the PlayStation Vita and PlayStation TV via PlayStation Store through backwards compatibility. In many ways, it could be considered to be the enhanced port due to its new features and content. However, it could also be considered the inferior port for many reasons. For one, it lacks 3D environments and character models outside of Tartarus, the dungeon that you explore. Also, all the anime cutscenes were stripped away, and the graphics and audio quality were compressed, which is the main thing that irked me about this port. And finally, The Answer, the extra epilogue, was absent in this version due to the limited storage on the space of the PSP's UMDs. Because of this, Persona 3 Portable unfortunately does not replace the PlayStation 2 version, instead lives beside it. One awesome feature P3P allows is the player to choose the gender of the protagonist, which changes a bunch of possibilities for character relationships. Oddly enough, this feature didn't return in Persona 4, Persona 4 Golden, or even Persona 5. So what is the definitive P3 experience? You see, each version of Persona 3 offers unique features and additions. While Persona 3 FES keeps the animated cutscenes and includes Aegis' episode, The Answer, the PSP version lets us choose the gender, lets you control your teammates on the battlefield, and even has a Catherine reference, another game developed by Atlus's P Studio. Not to mention there's also new equipment, items, and skill cards, and the ability to use direct commands on all your characters on the battlefield, and guard. It's kind of insane that we haven't received a definitive version of Persona 3 yet. The game's US launch 10-year anniversary is right around the corner this August, and we can only hope that Atlus has plans for a remaster or remake, or even a port on PS4 that includes all of the content from both versions in one package. When people ask me which version of Persona 3 is better, it's hard for me to give them a straight answer. Animated cutscenes go a long way with storytelling, but portability works so well with the Persona series. It's a bit aggravating to decide. Also, a lot of gamers are going back to play the older Persona titles after the success of Persona 4 and Persona 5. I don't think I'm alone when saying we're long overdue for a final Persona 3 iteration. Well, that's all the Persona talk I got today. I've been making a lot of Persona videos lately. It's probably due to all the Persona 5 hype. I hope you enjoy them though, and if you want, you can check out the other ones that I did about the whole series and about Persona 5. I'm Brett Medlock. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys later.